Hello, this is Pastor FW. Today's message is about financial freedom from biblical perspectives. The world versus the Word. Friends, the world is screaming, get rich quick. It promises freedom if you just hit the lottery, get the inside stock tip, or flip that property. But that's a trap. Biblical financial freedom has nothing to do with how much money you have, and everything to do with who has your heart. The world sees freedom as having no financial limits. The Bible sees freedom as having no spiritual chains. The secret isn't found on Wall Street, it's found in the Word of God. Look at Matthew 6:24. No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Jesus personifies money here. He calls it a master. If you are chasing get-rich-quick schemes, you aren't serving God. You are serving a tyrant. The Bible warns in Proverbs 13:11 that dishonest wealth will dwindle, but what is earned through hard work will be multiplied. God's way is diligent stewardship, not speculative gambling, the reality of debt. But let's bring this home. To be financially free, we must understand the danger of the lender. Look at Proverbs 22:7. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Debt isn't just a financial issue, it is a spiritual bondage issue. When you owe money, you are not fully free to say yes to God's mission. You are working to pay off the lender, which limits your ability to be a blessing. True freedom isn't having more stuff. It's owing nothing to anyone except the debt of love. 3 steps to freedom. So how do we walk in this freedom? Here are 3 biblical steps. 1. Fire the get-rich-quick mentality, the step of faith. Stop looking for manna in the stock market and start trusting God in the mundane. You must decide today that you will not be anxious about money, because anxiety reveals that your trust is in the bank, not in the Father. Matthew 6:25. Fire the master of greed and rehire God as your CEO. 2. Break the chains of debt, the step of discipline. If you are a slave to the lender, your first act of worship is to get out of debt. Live below your means. Drive the old car. Cut the unnecessary expenses. The world calls this deprivation. The Bible calls it wisdom. When you break the chains of debt, you break the spiritual grip that money has on your future. 3. Practice first fruits. Generosity, the step of worship. You know you are financially free when you can give generously without fear. Proverbs 3:9 tells us to honor the Lord with the first fruits. When you tithe and give, you are declaring, God, I trust you more than this paycheck. That declaration breaks the power of mammon over your life. Conclusion. Church, stop looking for shortcuts. The path to financial freedom isn't a secret lottery number. It's the narrow road of obedience. Serve God, not money. Break the bondage of debt. And watch how the owner of the cattle on 1,000 hills provides for his faithful children. Thank you for staying with the program. Blessings to you. Amen.